What's going on YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing you another video. Today I'm bringing a video on Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel Episode 3's preview clip. So the preview clip for the episode today is for Episode 3, which is called Tough Love. This episode has a very interesting situation that occurs with it regarding a girl that Levi likes. We'll get into that during this preview clip, which actually gives you a pretty clear idea of what will happen without giving too much away. So, for starters, what we end up seeing is that the Rangers are battling some Kudabots. We end up seeing three of the Rangers use different special attacks. Like we see Calvin using a clone star against some of the Kudabots, so he actually makes a clone of himself. Zoe uses the bow mode of her battle morpher, and Brody does a special attack as well. So like they all do special attacks, they also do some regular attacks, and then following this we end up seeing that Levi and there's this girl with him. They're walking around and most likely they're running away from the fight that was occurring with the Kudabots. What ends up happening though is a Kudabot appears before them, and the girl that he's with ends up picking up a shovel and smashes the Kudabot, destroying it. At that point, Levi's like amazed by the fact that she was just so easily willing to just beat up the Kudabot and wasn't just gonna cower and run away. She attacked it. So at that point, Levi was really impressed, and he suggests that maybe we should get together later or something like that. Because what happens is that following this, we end up seeing the Rangers that appear before Levi trying to get his attention to say we have to go. And so she says, yeah, I'd like to do that. So then at that point, what happens is that there's this cute exchange between the two of them where they're looking at each other. Levi leaves with the other Rangers, and then we end up seeing the girl transform into the monster for the episode, which is interesting, of course. So that will be very interesting to see. Now, as far as things go with girls turning into monsters, that has definitely happened before. This is not an unusual or unheard of concept in Power Rangers. I can think back to Mighty Morphin, I can think back to Time Force, I can even think back to, I think Dino Charge even did something like this. So again, this isn't a old concept. This isn't a new concept. This is an old concept that's been around for quite a few years, so it's nice to see that it is returning in some ways, because it's not a bad thing. It's always interesting when they do it this way, because it leads to some fairly interesting stories, and I kind of liked it. She was a pretty character, the actress who's playing the human form of this monster, so that's nice, and it will be interesting to see how everything will work out in the end. More likely than not, she's just playing Levi, and that's all it will be, but it will be an interesting episode in the end, I'm sure. And it's filler again, but I don't mind this filler concept. At least I don't know if the episode itself will be good, but I like the fact that they're going for a old concept that they haven't done in a little while. That is always interesting to see how they'll go about doing it, because it's definitely not unheard of, and I don't mind that. So I definitely want to see where this episode will go with this concept. Again, there will be fights, obviously, as we saw earlier in the clip, and I will have a link to this preview in the description, so keep that in mind if you want to see it. Otherwise, that's about it. I do want to know your guys' opinions. What do you guys think of this episode's preview clip? Are you guys looking forward to it? What do you expect? Do you like Levi as a character, and how do you think that this will go about, and how do you think he'll actually find this girl that he's crushing on? Do you think it'll just be them randomly coming across each other, or do you think that the girl will try to seduce him or something? Could happen. So we'll have to find out, obviously, in the actual episode itself. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. I'd love to know your opinions. Did you guys enjoy this little clip? And I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, guys, I'm Crazy Samurai 71, and goodbye, guys.